Okay, hi everybody. Couple things to get out of the way would be that I am using a new device for this live. I know nobody's in here yet. Here, I'll give myself, can I give myself a like? Yeah, okay. So I'm using a new device. Hopefully everything's okay. Let me get my lighting. We'll see how long this light works. We'll clip it right here. Oh, I hope everybody likes our new merch design. Okay. Oh, that makes me look very shiny. So let's, oh dear. Okay, well, anyway, this'll do. It's fine. So like I said, I'm using a new setup. But anyway, we're gonna get rid of this light. This light is making me mad. Alright, ugly. Okay, now let's see who is in here. I am waiting for our guest to come. I started early to make sure that I got everything all set up. So as soon as I see Shirley, here actually, let me text her. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll just text her real quick. And then, yeah, it's finally time. We're just waiting. Hi, my mom is here. People are excited. Oh, we've got 300 people in here. So as soon as, what time? Oh, it doesn't show a time. So I've got my phone because I'm using, so I bought a really, really old, and this is not my eye color. I bought a really, really old iPad specifically for this occasion so that I could see better. And Shirley just texted, she's on her way. Oh, thank you, Sully, for the follow. Thank you. Michelle, it's a filter. Hello in the UK. Oh, Kathy B. Thank you, Kathy B. I'm going to invite. Here we go. Invite sent. Here we go. Now I would like to make her much bigger.
Just a little bit.
How do I do that?
How does she do that? How does she make me
I
big?
would like it. Do we want it to be a grid? Yes, that's what we want. And I hope that you're going to be, are you going to be on camera?
Are you, me?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Hi.
Sorry.
I can't hear you though.
Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, okay. Let me figure that out.
That might be me. That might be my problem. Oh, I know why. Okay. Before we start, I apologize. I have to change. This is going to pause the live for a second, but I just have to get my headphones hooked up to the Bluetooth. So I believe it will pause, but I will be right back.
Or maybe they can still hear you.
Maybe it's again. Oh, she's paused. Okay. Live pause. The creator will be back soon. We need a
Yeah, look like this. I can give less. It's just how many people in this. Doesn't matter.
I was just wondering. Okay.
Okay, so
I don't hear you.
She's probably setting it up.
I don't hear you. I hear the kitties laughing. I can't hear you. You are saying welcome. Can people hear me? Oh, they can't. Somebody said they can hear me. Okay, well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Yeah, I might do doggy cat, but I don't read lips very well.
Now can you
Yeah, kind of, very, very little.
Okay. So
then
we might have to. Okay. So this is as loud as it's going to get for me. Hopefully, I'll be able to hear you without the headphones.
It's great. I can hear you really well. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
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 So, so this is Shirley.
This
is my daughter's hand.
Hi.
Okay.
I'm just here to be able to read any comments or anything for her, or she can't really.
Yeah.
Just to moderate.
And here's Veronica in the big. You want to come up here, Veronica? Do you want to be on the live? Come here to me. Hello.
They're kind of laughing because they're like saying that they're like, what do you mean? Of course, they're already on the live. Like when I couldn't hear you, I could just hear them. But when you were going like, it was like I don't read lips, but I could hear them fine. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I always just share with people that when I'm doing a consultation, just let your animal be whatever they want to do. Some of them leave the room, some of them come and say, it's all different because they don't need to. I don't need to see them or anything in order to hear them. And your kitties are really loud, so we don't have to worry about that at all.
Okay, great. So I don't know how I don't know exactly how you want to do this. Is there anything that? So what have they said to you about what they want to accomplish?
They want to talk to people and have people ask questions. They also want to say their opinions about different things, but they also want to like what do you would call it like don't hold harmless. Like you have to understand that they're not the biggest fans of dogs.
Okay.
Things, but not to take it personal because they're different than normal kitties. And
okay.
I've already told them the only thing that I snitch on them is if they lie.
I'm sorry, I missed the last part.
The only thing that I will snitch on them is if they lie. If they start to lie, I will say they're lying, and then I'll say, by the way, they're lying.
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have the truth. You just know that they're lying.
Yeah, I know that they're lying. The only way that, let's say they're lying and I think it's true is because they believe their own lie. But even that has a different vibration to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, something doesn't smell exactly right here. But look at people. I mean, a lot of times people believe certain things no matter what, whether it's true or not. But truth always rings. It always rings like a certain harmonics or whatever. I don't know how to exactly separate that or say, but in my head it's like having a cable company and all these different stations, and if they come across like channel 42 is like liar liar pants on fire,
right? Okay.
I just know that. But your kitties also talk with each other and then they decide what they're going to say. So if in the talking that they're talking with each other, I'm not going to think on them whatever they do, but when they come across to the people, then I'll say, well, wait a minute, you guys are kind of lying. They want to make sure that they love their fans, they love their subjects. They just want to make sure that they're not too rude.
Okay.
A little bit of rudeness, they're like, well, we're a little bit of rude. That's okay. We're cats.
Well,
we have our image. But to be really rude, no, they're not about that.
okay. But there might be, guys, I just want you to know, there might be a little bit of dog discrimination happening, and that's okay. It's, I'm just going to decide that it's okay. I don't know.
They've never told me why they're like, like there's a saying that says like, oh, cats rule, dogs drool. I hear that a lot from different animal owners. They're not saying that, but they really just they don't like the idea of having to be in a dog body. I guess that would be the closest that I could say. And so they're like, no, we don't wear. We wear like a certain material. We don't wear the dog material.
Okay.
It's not them. And animals talk all differently. They have different humor and everything.
Right.
Oh, that dog talking.
They're being exceptionally adorable right now.
You'll probably see them go to sleep. Like they'll just be invisible.
I don't know can you see that?
Yeah.
They're just laying around on their backs.
Yep, they're really excited about this. They're really, really happy. Yay. Because we finally get to say things. But they want everybody to know that they really love what you do and how you've made them famous and how they've helped you to become a more solid individual. I'm quoting them. Okay, they're right there. They were looking for a particular word to how to say it. But you guys are all a team, but they don't mind being the front people about it, and they want to share with everybody, and they want to show their appreciation. And so they're willing to answer cat questions on their level, but they will say it's their level versus there's other cats that might do different things.
Okay. So do we have anybody who has a question? Let's start with a question. That's a good one. Do they mind living indoors?
Oh, not at all, because they don't always stay in their bodies. They visit, like if we took planes or whatever. Animals can leave their body at any time, and they follow you when you go, and for some reason they're emphasizing when you go out. But there's so much going on, and that they are like they are surfing. They surf TikTok and like the news. They know everything that's going on the planet. Because Baby Boo she's Calico, right? She's like at a she's showing me a picture like if she was in a spaceship or something that's really big, or like NASA, and she has the controls and she sees all these different TV monitors, I guess is what and it shows everything that's happening on the world and then beyond. So she likes to watch that the whole time, and then she knows where she sits in here. And she also wants to let everybody know that as much as it seems like Earth is blowing itself up, it's not going to happen because they're not going to let it.
Okay.
So she wants everybody, and it doesn't matter if you're a cat, a dog, a guinea pig. Oh, and by the way, she really likes giraffes. Or a giraffe. It does not matter that the animals aren't going to let that happen, and that they're like they already have plans of saving the world in a sense. I mean, I don't have other words to be able to put it into, and I know she's not lying. She's not lying at all.
I'm glad, Baby Boo, that you're saving the world, but we have a little giraffe on our wall.
Yeah, she really likes giraffes. She if there's giraffes are not dogs. Like a giraffe could come anytime and come and visit. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah, we have a giraffe on our wall. It's way back in a corner by the bathroom, so nobody ever sees it. It's not in any of our videos. Just so that you guys know, no, it's not in any of our videos. Do cats get reincarnated? Like, can you have a cat that was a previous cat you had who had passed, is what this person is asking.
Yes, that can happen, or they can come in a different form. When things pass, or entities pass, and I don't see really a difference between people and animals or whatever. Life is life, and energy is energy, and everything has a soul, whether it's huge or little or old or new or whatever. It doesn't really matter. We're all connected together. So a lot of them do. They will go to the other side for a little bit of time, and not much time, and then they'll pop back. Usually, like if I do consultations with people that have an animal that is ill or something like that, the animal will tell me, or they'll say, "Can you ask them, would they mind if I came back?"
Okay.
And even before they get embodied, they hang around. They
Okay.
hang around. So it's not like it's not like the house is empty anymore. And they also see a lot of spirits. Like if you have passed once or whatever, they do that. But they have a job on the other side, and they have a job here because they can see more things. We leave our bodies at times, but we don't remember it. I mean, it's like you're driving a car and you're like going down the road and you're driving, and also you go, "Oh, I'm about to miss my turn," and you make your turn, but you're like, "Where have I been for like the last 5 or 10 minutes?" You don't recall. But see, an animal is like those little Roombas, the little things that you vacuum your floor and you program it. They leave their body on autopilot, and then they go wherever they want to go. And they come back, but they have a recording. They know exactly where they went. And your two kitties, which are a little bit, like I said yesterday, they're a little different than a lot of other cats. They really know much more about the other side. They're just here pretending to be cats.
Right. Okay.
They're much bigger, and they are just so enjoying it. I mean, it's like they're like, "This is so much fun." They really enjoy their life.
Oh, good. I have a couple of questions that I don't know if they'll want to answer, but okay. So it seems to me that Veronica has a very complicated relationship with food. And I would just like, if she has anything to say about food, I am here to listen to it.
She says, "Listen or do something about it," because those are different things. Yeah, and then the more you sit there and say she has a problem with food, the more she says her body reacts to that. But she is a connoisseur. Like, she wouldn't just go and drink cheap wine. She would want to taste every single bit of wine. And then decide. So she thinks like oh, I was like, what is the little, I guess caviar is like little black things. So she's like a caviar type of person. Like, I think it was her, but she was blaming Veronica last night. Like, they was like saying, maybe we can just ask for cheese since you don't want to give them cheese. That maybe some of their followers would like to send them different flavors of cheese from around the world so that they can try it, and they might consider sharing it with you.
Okay.
But they're like,
I bought some.
We should ask for the things, because then that way you can't not give them the gift because the gift was sent to them.
Right.
But they should not to worry about it, because when you worry about the weight and the different things, it just makes her bigger. And, which is interesting to me, because sometimes when people worry about their own weight, they are unable to drop the weight. Because they're in their mind, they're saying, "Oh my gosh, I have this weight. Oh my gosh, I have this weight."
Yep. That's been my experience, because I fluctuate a lot. And
I'm sorry, she just interrupted you, and she goes, "And you don't eat really good either. Even when you're fluctuating, you eat some garbage."
I do, yeah.
But she was like, "See, you're trying to keep them to a diet, a certain way of being, and yet you don't follow that."
That's true.
Yeah, so she's like, "That's what dogs do."
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't know what they're gonna say until they say it. So I can be here and like going, okay, and I'm listening, and all of a sudden they interrupt you, and I'm laughing because I hear the interruption, but it's out of the blue for everybody else. I mean, like, my daughter used to, when she was little, didn't want to go to animal movies with me, because there's this real sad part or real happy part, and the dog might be going, "Oh, this liver is wonderful," and I start laughing, and she's going, "Mom, don't do this,"
Yeah.
So it's just really different that way.
So it sounds to me like she's saying, "Doctor, heal thyself and leave me alone." about
Not
it?
so mean, not really. Because she understands that you're human, so thus you're limited.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for a human, she thinks that you're very um, extraordinary, like really brilliant. Well, below brilliant, but a brilliant for humans.
Okay.
So
Right.
I'm laughing because there's a brilliance in her mind, but humans never reach that brilliant when they're in a human body. Okay, so your soul is brilliant, but as you're in a human body, you are like right below it. You're real close, but not quite there.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
And she's just like saying, let's try it little by little. Like, but again, she's not it like if it was wine, she's not, I don't know why she keeps bringing up wine, but she's not an alky, like, oh, I just need my wine. Just a little taste will do it. But the idea that you allow her to have that makes her feel really, not so weighted, like heavy, like, yeah,
mhm.
weighted down, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Judge,
Okay.
judge. Okay. Boo Boo said judged. Like,
Okay.
you don't feel so judged.
Mm-hmm. Um,
She says it's a human thing about judging everything, and people should really try getting rid of that trait.
right. That's, yeah. Um, so, okay, here's a question. Do they like the characters that I've created and the voices for them?
Oh, yes, 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 yes. You do a very good job about that. They're like, yes, very,
Okay.
very good. And
Okay.
sometimes they don't like, it's not even don't like, it's kind of like, not you, they, hang on. They have to like do a certain face or whatever and hold it for a long time or a
Yeah.
pose. And so sometimes that's like a little annoying because they
Mhm.
want to do a different face, but they're like, no, we have to do this pose,
Right.
and they like it when like they're not sure how much you realize this because they also kind of go to you like when this is all you hear, this is all you hear. So they think that no, hang on, they're lying. Okay. They are aware that you hear more than you hear from them, like in your mind. And then but you don't really realize that you do that. And they don't want you to really know that because then, oh my gosh, you know all their secrets.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, so that is very true in that because they put thoughts in your mind. Like sometimes, like I don't know, like you guys are thinking of what you're going to do, like a little act or how you're going to do whatever the skit or whatever it is. I don't have a word for it. And that all three of you, your minds are together. And then all of a sudden it comes to you and you go, oh yes, this is the idea.
Okay.
Okay. So, and they like it where, they are strong in themselves. So they show that no matter who you are, you can be strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also be with different opinions. Yeah, ideas, opinions, beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay. You don't have to smack the other
Right.
opinion down or anything like that because this is okay. Now they're sharing a universal truth. Everything is based off of love. It's just that everybody has so many different levels of what they think love is.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the other word that matches that is freedom. Like what people see as freedom is very different too.
Okay.
It's just really different. It goes beyond species and gender.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then I can't tell who's saying this, okay, because they're kind of like, but they're like saying in the big picture of everything, there is no gender. There's just love.
Okay. Well, good thing because I misgendered Veronica for so long.
Oh yeah, she enjoyed that time. That was like really funny.
Yeah. What do they think about the crows who come visit the balcony?
They bring them information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they also have like like it's a group therapy session. like the crows come for advice, and sometimes they ask the crows for advice on different things.
Okay.
Because the crows get they're making a pun, a bird's eye view of some of the different vibrations that are happening in real time around. Like it's kind of like, you know, you look up at the sky and you go, oh, it's raining today. Okay, so the energy of raining is in an area, but the crows have, oh, this is interesting. The crows have like a different type of eyesight that they can see energies through energies of what the people are wearing. Like I don't know, some people might call it an aura or whatever, but a vibration that's kind of around them. So then the crows come and warn them about what's going to happen. Like the crows have a network that goes like, it's showing off the paper to me, so meaning that there's not a limit to it, but that they always see things more of what's going to happen in the future too.
Oh, okay.
And then right now they just realized that, oh my God, we gave away a really big secret. We have to stop that. We can't give away too many secrets.
They just ran into their tent. Let's see. Okay. So this isn't, okay, I want to be clear. I don't want this to be a thing where I'm asking questions to like quiz, is she really an animal, or anything like that. I'm not going to be like cagey about how I ask questions. I'm just going to ask the questions.
Because otherwise what you do is it would be like this.
Right.
Because you're putting a block there and you're saying you don't want to hear it. So if you want to not believe in animal communicators, call my scammers.
Right.
Because they'll scam you. They'll show you that's not real. But I've been doing this. I'm 66. I've been doing this my whole life. Right. I don't know how not to do it.
Right.
You know, so it's like, good luck. I can go stand in everybody else's shoes, and I'm like, okay, you know, doesn't work.
So what I want to ask then is, why does Veronica smack Baby Boo on the head so often, and how does Baby Boo feel about that?
It depends. Sometimes it's like the word comes, and I think it's a Jewish word, mazel tov, but I don't know what it means. I think they do that in a wedding, but it's like they have a little cap, like, so sometimes it's like to put the brains in there, like switch the station, you know, and sometimes it's like she's on the wrong station, or she wants to buzz her out. Like if you're on a TV show and they have the buzzer there, you hit the buzzer, you know, so like I'm talking, and other times it's like really fun. Like when you play the game and somebody's like over your hand and you go like that. The least amount of time is that when she's annoyed. That's the very least.
Okay.
You know, or if they practice, she says sometimes they practice things and they agree on it, and then Boo changes her mind and does something else, and it's like, we already agreed on this, you know. But that's not even the annoying part. The annoying part is really little. Whereas, and that, I will say, this isn't the cat saying this, but they're not. They would tell me if I was not being correct, that a lot of cats can get really annoyed with not being heard or frustrated. And your cats don't really do that. They can play it and pretend it, but your cats aren't frustrated at all. They feel very free spirited, that they can really be who they are, and they can be like invisible or stealth. You know, like ninjas. Like nobody really could see them.
So does my energy bring them down? Do they feel ever suffocated around me? Because I have a very dark, depressed energy, especially the past few months.
Well, they just say you have a hard time being human.
Yeah.
And so they just filter it as best they can. But no, they've known you for, so you've traveled through lifetimes with them. They know you inside and out.
Oh, okay.
And that they always knew that when you came in Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but they gave me a picture of this too. They always knew that, like you and them always knew that when you came in here to be a human, that you were going to experience that. Okay, like them being a cat, like they lick places that they really normally wouldn't put their tongue.
Right.
Okay, like it just kind of comes with the car, you know. Like I wear the Shirley car, you know.
Right.
And so that because they're not like, but that's the only way that they can clean themselves. But it's not one of their favorite things to do. It's like it's necessary because they're both very fanatic about being clean. They don't like dirty energy on them. But they try to help you as much as they can. But sometimes you go to those places because of there's shifts of energies, like they're saying more globally or whatever things are trying to line up, and until it lines up, and you can learn to filter that, then you come back up. So it's kind of almost like your reservoir gets empty, and then you need to fill it back up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they say that you're like always on, and you're like tick 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 tick.
Yeah.
You don't even when you sleep. You're busy. You do a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
And they're interrupting you again because they just said, and your work is really important. Like they would give you a kitty award because you go far beyond what was expected.
Okay.
Even where it's uncomfortable. And so they want you to know, they want to acknowledge. If they talk both at the same time, my mouth can't talk both of their, so I might trip over my words because it's their words and one's trying to fit another word in and it doesn't make sense. They want to acknowledge your dedication and your devotion to not only to them, but to this planet.
Okay.
That you're important. Everybody is important, they said, but you're important, especially to them.
Aww.
And they're putting out to the network of kitties that they talk to go up to your people today and look them in the eye or whatever and let them know they're important too.
Aww.
So they're letting everybody know that
they're talking to your cats, you guys.
Yeah, they do that a lot. It's almost like, I guess, like you subscribe to a station or whatever, and they have a newsletter. So they send out things because sometimes they share what the crows say. Like that crow bit. I haven't seen all your videos. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't really watch a bunch of TikTok because I don't have the time. But it's like to them it's to me it gives me the sensation that it's like a daily thing. Like it happens. It's like a rhythm that's always there.
Okay.
They're talking to them, and they say that sometimes even when they're you're showing me crows on roofs that aren't, they can still talk to them.
Yeah, they're right across the way, and they line up when they're not at our balcony because they will sometimes not come around for a while, but they sit along the roof across from our balcony.
Yeah, I can see that. But, yeah, but it's all the time that they're talking with them, but they also have to be stealth because they're here pretending to be kitties, and they're pretending to be crows. Crows are really intelligent. I mean, people have no idea how intelligent they are. Well, that's for all animals, you know.
Look who came to visit.
She's very pleased with herself, like if she had eaten a mouse, you know. Very satisfied with how this is going, and that I'm being a good puppy, and I'm listening.
You are being a good puppy.
So, and I'm saying exactly what they want me to say. So they're happy with that, and they're happy with everybody who's on here, and that's like they just feel really blessed, like they're like and the gratitude, and that all those people, even some of them are. Oh, they're saying this as in a pun, but scaredy cats, like when they see things like so I would say more like these people might be shy or a little introverted, but that they want them to know that they feel that they're very brave. They're very brave, and that they're very important too. And sometimes it's just hard to be, okay, it's hard to be around this bad smell of bad advice.
Okay.
So they're saying that was very, they chose those words very carefully, because there's certain things that they disagree with what's going on in the world, but they're saying bad smells with bad advice. So when people are watching something, like, just to be who you are, but to send compassion, no matter who the person is or what's going on, because that love is going to filter through. And that's one of the reasons that the animals, especially domesticated animals, are here to show and to get you to feel a love that doesn't have words. That's why they don't talk the human language. That's interesting.
Okay, so you're learning.
Oh yeah, I always learn from the animals, and I'm going, oh wow, I didn't know that. Interesting. It's just really, I mean, I just feel very blessed myself and very honored that they allow me to be their voice. It's really, really cool. I mean, sometimes it's like what I have to say, or the picture, like that one picture that they showed me, I don't like really, they let me know the smell, the flavor of licking one's fur, where one doesn't really like to lick it. I mean, that wasn't really fun.
Yeah.
But this other thing is like, wow, that's really cool. And I can see what they're, I mean, it resonates to me. It's like, oh, wow, yeah, I can see that in the bigger picture. I mean, like, okay, using a dog as an example, you can have a dog laying on your couch, and let's say your dog's not supposed to be on the furniture. And, they're saying, oh, you might as well call this dog a golden retriever. That was Baby Boo. And the way, that's exactly how she says it. I mean, people say that they can hear their animals by my tones and how I talk, because I'm just repeating exactly what I'm saying. But let's say, so this golden retriever is sleeping on the couch, and it's not supposed to be on the couch, and you walk in and the dog is still snoring. The dog hasn't chewed anything up or ripped anything, maybe a little bit of drool on the couch, okay? But also you go, get off the couch. What are you doing up there? You know you're not supposed to. And you wake them up. I mean, but you're like pushing them off. That dog within 5 minutes has forgiven you, will go for a walk, will go and sit with you, whatever. Okay. If you did that to me, I think I'd probably be a week. Like, remember when you pushed me off the couch and I wasn't even doing anything? Okay. So it's just about, they're always going to be there for love. I mean, you get up in the morning, your animal is always saying, hey, it's a bright day. Come on. It's a new day. Let's go. And they do things that are so strange, like, oh, look, there's mud. Let's run and jump in it. Oh, yeah. Because you can walk through that, and they know that the mud is going to rinse off. It doesn't matter what you walk through. You can rinse it off and still be who you are. And that's one thing animals like to share. And your cats really go and share that with the people, with a lot of like what you do with your skits or whatever they call. They're giving me they have better vocabulary than I do. So they just call it skits, Shirley. It's fine. It's skits. Okay. So with that in mind, that when you do these skits, it's like you can do it on any platform, and you're really going at like you can rile some people up a little bit, like a volcano isn't always exploding, but it's percolating, right? It has the lava there, but if those people grab that lava, then they can go like this, but they're learning. That's on them. They're learning, and that they like it that you go on all different platforms. Like, I don't know, like beliefs, like a buff. Okay. So Veronica is showing me, like, when you go into a buffet, like if it was in Las Vegas or whatever, they have all the food.
Showing you a buffet.
So it's like you can taste any of that. So you have the free range of going on whatever, or eating anything at the buffet, when they're calling that like a platform of communicating with people and with the world. And the world needs that, because the world needs to be more buffet. Like a little bit of everything. Just try it, taste it before you go, ew, I don't like that. She's like, oh, you never know. She doesn't expect people to eat worms and mice, but she says that they have a very distinct flavor. But see, then she says, but they eat fish eggs and fish eyeballs. Okay. See, I didn't need to know that. Anyway, so she says it just depends on where you were raised, or what your belief system is.
What was that, Baby Boo? She's usually it's interesting because usually if I have the volume up on anything, she gets extremely agitated and upset. So the fact that she hasn't is interesting. I'm curious.
You need better equipment, and I need better understanding of how to use equipment because we both kind of like not very good at it.
Right.
But this is her moment. Like she's it's almost like she shows me like a profession, being a professor and having a stick and pointing to the board, and like there's a stick figure cat, like a cat, dog,
Right.
you know, like that's how she's having to talk. But she loves everybody, and part of it is she loves because she can also be herself in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So she just is trying to show everybody right now, or share with her. She says, "I didn't say show; it's a sharing, Shirley." Pardon me.
Yeah.
Share with everybody a little bit more insight to her, but she wants them to know that she has them all like if she was walking the catwalk, I guess is what it's called when you're walking down a catwalk, and it must be fashion because she's showing me like. Look at me walking, but she has like a, I don't know, like not a robe, but a cape or whatever, but it's coming off her sleeves. Like she would put all of them underneath her wings because she would protect everybody.
Oh.
That's her loyalty back to her fans and her subjects.
Oh, that's nice. I wondered, so back in December of last year, there was a issue between Veronica and the baby boo where...
You don't want to bring that up? We do not go from the past. That's off the table. That's off the table. Like, okay. Whenever it was like...
Okay, so
that was interesting. I mean, because it was like, she was like, where's she going? No!
Okay.
See, don't live in the past. People, don't be so much of a person. You move forward. Forgive.
All right, we won't talk about
it. Every time you have energy about it, or you're thinking about it, you're saying you want that back in your life. You want that back in your life. You want that back in your life. And she says that is one of the biggest obstacles that people have. They don't let it go.
Okay.
Like she does, oh my gosh. That's why cats will go and knock things off. And you go, you did that last week. She goes, yes, and it's time to do it again. Because I feel like it. Because that was last week. That's not now, and I feel like doing it.
Right.
So that's one of the things that she likes to say about cats in general. And to let it go. And a lot of animals say that. A lot of animals. It's like, just let it go. That was yesterday, not today.
Right. Emily wants to know if you happen to know whether it was Baby Boo or Veronica who said, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Baby Boo.
Okay.
The Baby Boo.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard her go like that at all, but it was like, definitely no.
Okay. Veronica, I don't know what to ask you. I want to know if there's anything that they wish I was doing for them that I'm not doing. Is there something, do they have any unmet needs?
She's kind of laughing like, how many things do I need to ask people of different foods to send me? Are you going to allow that? Because it's really interesting, like other people get sent things, and she's like, she wants, in like the holiday package. Oh, like the holiday packages have like little sausages or different things. Like you send somebody a food basket or whatever with all the different little trees. She's like, it's holidays,
right?
It just seems fine, But she doesn't want to put that on you because they're going to be sending it with a lot of love and joy, like almost like Santa, like ho, 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 happiness. And how can happiness kill you? Whereas you're going to go, if you went and bought it and you say, oh, I don't know. You're not supposed to have this. She says, right. That's going to give me a tummy ache. So she wants it from them and not you.
Okay.
But she won't share. And, and I just heard something that she might even share something that she's not sure how she's like it. Like you'd be the Mikey, you try it first. And then see your reaction to it. Because a lot of times you eat things. When you're eating things, they can they get sensory, but also they can taste it too because they're so like you guys are so together. You guys are like an Oreo cookie. They might be the outside and you're the inside, but it's all together makes the cookie. You can't separate one part from the other. It's all together. So when you're going through things, they're going through it too. But it's not like she's dragging us into this. It's like no, you guys are like the Three Musketeers, like you're got together.
Okay.
Oh, then when it comes time that they have to leave, they're going to be back. You'll have no say in the sense of that, but you will know that. Like you can't say, oh no, I don't. No, it's too much. I don't want them there. Like you have no recourse of keeping them out because it was previously agreed upon.
Okay. They're holding me to that contract.
It's not just them, it's you, but others. I mean, like it's like that was like if we went to the superior court and we went like okay, and they went poof, 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 this is a rule, like on the Constitution. Nope, this is something that's going to happen with you, and they're really adamant about that, which is really like kind of like interesting because a lot of times animals will go, well, if they don't want me back, I'll just hang out. That's okay. Like, oh, well, I'm moving now and this and that, but these guys are like, no, somehow you need to have the physical bodies there.
Okay, I'm going to show you, as best I can, a video of Baby Boo doing something that everyone wants to know why she does it. And
she's wondering, like, which one is she going to show?
That's what she does. She does the, like, just violently shaking her head around. And I'm just, if she has anything to say about that.
She has a few things to say, but she's choosing, like, how to say. So part of it is, like, when you were saying, remember when you were saying about Veronica banging her head?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so sometimes Veronica does that, and it helps her not to have to do the shaking, because it's like sometimes it's like if you tried to get into a smaller size but you're bigger than that size, then you have to kind of jerk around. So her being doesn't look like a cat, and it's kind of, she has to shake it into the body, and then sometimes it gets like a computer glitch or whatever, and she does that, like shakes it up, like, come on, work, like, people smack something, work, make it work. And then she can do that because she's like she shouldn't be able to do that in a cat body, but because she's not really a cat, which I think she said that earlier, she's not really a cat, so she can manipulate the body to do weird things that normally you could. She says it like they made the movie, what are the Marvel, like they have these special powers, like one person could stretch and do different things, like, so she has the ability to manipulate her body.
Okay.
And don't you think it's pretty? Mm-hmm. Like she goes like, don't you think it's pretty? All of a sudden she was like saying that, like, don't I do a great job?
Everyone thinks you're cute, Baby Boo.
Well, she also thinks she's very pretty.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Oh,
she's very pretty. That's a different concept than cute. I mean, of course she's adorable. It's like if you would make Baby Boo cookies, they would sell out, or Baby Boo Christmas ornaments. Like, because she's showing me a tree. So like there are, and even if people could hand paper, they would just sell. We could never keep them in stock. They would just go. And yet she's saying that about her, but not about Veronica. Veronica's just like going, okay, yep, believe
Right.
what you want, you know.
Let's see. I'm gonna scroll here and see if there are any, or I think I'm gonna scroll. This is okay. No, that's not what we're doing. Just to see if there are any questions. Oh, okay. So, two kind of related questions. So you're talking a lot of the times above my head, or they are. So if they could bring it into slightly more human terms, do they think of me as their friend or their boss or their coworker, or is it impossible to?
No, it's not impossible. You are them. Like you guys are totally like paper dolls. Like you're connected. You're totally connected, and so sometimes you all three play all different roles, but you're all together. Like you're a sphere together. And so to them, you are very open to being there for them no matter what, whether you have to take on the role of being their mom or their provider or their guardian or their warden. You're like tap tap, like you're like, nah, that's enough, you know. And also sometimes you have to be their janitor, but they say that, you know, the paws don't work like your paws work,
Right.
you know, in that sense. But they don't put you in one category, but they don't want to live without you. So that's how deep it is.
Okay. And kind of closely related, do they like their names, and do they have a name for me?
I was thinking about that one. Yeah, they like their names, and they're famous now, but they have like call names which they don't really want to share, but you kind of know them, but you also don't share them. Just like something like there's a behind the scenes, like in the, you know, if you're on a concert and the person's singing and they come back and it's different behind stage than it is on in the concert. So there's that. But and for you, they just it's a word, but it's not a word. It's more of a concept, and it's love. I mean, it doesn't, the love that we feel, or that word that we use, love, isn't as brilliant as what they call you. Okay, it's like putting the sun and love together. Like, that's how big it is. Like they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, nor would they want to be here. Like it wouldn't have happened.
Everyone seems to be everyone's having such a good time. People want to know.
I want to just say that they're being really, really loving to everybody, because they could easily be. I'll just say this: I know a couple cats that could probably swear like a sailor, you know, and say some things, and they're not doing that at all, and they're being very
professional.
Yeah, and well, the harmony. They're like sending out harmony for everybody. Harmony, which is really cool. They're very like just so satisfied with them. So it's like, oh, we couldn't be doing it better. This is just better than better. So you also see me like smiling like really big, because a lot of times it's sensations too. They come along with the words, you know, or it's a sensation that I'm like, oh, that doesn't transfer into human language. So I don't know how I could find something that's similar, that kind of resonates at the same octave, but it does sometimes, like how they feel about you is so much bigger than any word we have on this planet.
Oh,
Just see, like, right they go, don't let it go to your head.
Okay.
I mean, it was just like really funny. I'm sorry. It just like all this like that, just like because it's like stay that they're letting you know the truth, but sometimes too much truth can get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Is like a belief that they have, so you have to kind of keep it.
Do they have any sense of being competitive or, competing with other talking cats on TikTok?
No. With each other, but sometimes they get bored. It's like, so they do like being competitive with themselves is like, I double dare you. Like, I bet you can't do this, or you try this, or whatever. But they're always supporting each other. But no, not on TikTok now. It's like, it doesn't matter. And then all those other kitty cats that are doing the different things, they all have a place. Everybody needs to be heard. And just because somebody listens to them and doesn't listens to your guys or listens to them, the other kitty creators, I don't know what you would call them, or influencers, it's okay because everybody needs to hear it however they're going to take it in.
Mm-hmm.
And in the big wash of things, it's going to work out for the planet because animals are saving the planet. Yeah.
Okay.
And they said they love TikTok for that, and that they will be very, like, not to be scared about TikTok being shut down, but to like go, no, like know that it cannot, and it will expand because TikTok, like they're showing, they're showing me how people can interact around the world without leaving their house, much better than on a video game or whatever, and they're seeing in real life action, like things like with whales. Coming up and the whale looks right into the camera, different sort of things like that. Mm-hmm. Which is one reason, like I will say, people send me videos or whatever, but it's only like a 20-second clip or 10 seconds or whatever. Sometimes there's information on there and sometimes there's not. It just depends and is out of sync or whatever. But all the animals are really trying to show everybody, look, let's all get along. We're all here together. And that's why you see sometimes different species getting along that, well, she's like saying, well, okay, I'm a cat and I don't eat the crow bird. If the crow bird came in, that never heard it called crow bird. Anyway, if the crow bird came inside, they would just say, here, like, oh, hi, come on and stay for dinner. Try this out. See how you like it. And they think that you should, like, you should give gifts to the crows. And I don't know why, but it seems like it's popcorn. But it's popcorn with like something, not just, I don't think it's salt. I think it's something sweet. Like maybe, do they call that caramel corn or something? Caramel corn or something like that, but in popcorn.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. It's definitely popcorn. I could smell it. It's definitely popcorn, but it has some sort of flavoring in it.
Okay.
And they don't like spicy stuff.
Okay.
So they're just saying that, like, so anybody who sends it, we don't like spicy.
Okay, don't send them anything.
Not something. If it has too much pepper, they're gonna make you eat it, and it won't be good for you either. So they go, nothing spicy.
Okay. There was another question I had.
There. And then she just thought of some. And I don't know. But she says, like, if anybody's in Thailand or like around Thailand or whatever, they would love to try like chocolate dipped grasshoppers, locusts, I don't know, like bugs. Okay. Bugs. And I don't even know if cats can have, so don't hit on us about whether cats can have chocolate or not, or whatever. I'm just saying what they're saying. So don't call the two human messengers here.
Right.
Okay, that's just what they're saying, but it was very, very they're very curious about what it would taste like.
Okay.
And it's green. I think it's like a grasshopper or something because it like has it's not a praying mantis. It's little. It's littler.
Okay. It's making me crazy because I had a question I really wanted to ask. and I can't think of it. I'll just have to hope it comes back. A lot of people are asking, so Veronica's character is very obsessed with safety, and they want to know if the real Veronica has any interest in safety.
Yes, but it's a different type of safety. It's like, because to her, like, even like your thoughts, like how you do something or whatever. So when she puts something across, especially like to be like hitting baby Boo in the head, like, no, 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 do not be your alien self. No, 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 stay in your body. You know, be the kitty. Get in there right way. That to her would be a safety issue, because you need to be careful of your words and like thinking about the past and not letting go of the past, things like that. Baby Boo doesn't think about it. Those sort of things. Baby Boo is like, we're here, and like she's on the catwalkway, like when she was like, here we go. And sometimes she says, she like, oh, like secrets. Sometimes Veronica is like the Secret Service person, having to watch over her, and a little bit you, only because on TikTok. Well, here, let me explain this. Like when I do a consultation, I might have a person 5 minutes before we have the consultation send me just a picture, just get the animal in the frame. Okay? Because if it came from TikTok, there are so many people on TikTok. In interspecies communication, it's an open mic. Okay, so everybody can hear. But so if you're asking your animal about intimate questions, it's like being in the center of a mall that's totally loaded with people, and you're asking them to strip.
Right.
And they're like, no, I don't think so. So I take that picture and then I visualize it in like a doctor's office in like the exam room. It's a little private. It's not totally private, but it's a little bit better private. So they have a space to talk to you. They don't have to worry about or block off all the other energies that are around.
Right.
By the way, Veronica's letting you know that she doesn't necessarily worry about TikTok or anything like that, because they have cloaking devices. Okay, I'm just repeating. Like, she knows how to cloak the energy so that everybody moves around, but nobody gets within the sphere, so that you're very safe. And she does that, and she keeps you safe all the time.
Oh, okay. I remembered my question.
She wants you to remember that. And if you have questions later about it, then
okay,
probably ask. But she says that's really important for you to know that outside influences don't always have to get to you. Okay.
I remembered my question. If I don't know if I want to ask. We have a disagreement, the three of us. It's me against them, about whether or not they are wise enough to not fall off the balcony if I let them out there.
That's a double-edged sword, because the thing about it is you're so scared about it. And so you're pushing them over the balcony, and they're like, stop it. We're fine about it. You're the one who has the problem, but because you're a human, they're on Earth, then it's going to push them. It's like people go, oh, no, don't run in the street. And sometimes it will push the animal right out into the street.
Okay.
And we have that from other people, too. I mean, it's just something humans do. But they're not worried about that, but they're waiting for the day where you have an aha moment about it, and then all three of you can enjoy the balcony together.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you're supposed to feed the crow birds.
Okay.
I'll never forget that, crow birds. Okay.
Yeah, and I put out something that they don't like, and so they haven't come back for a while. So I will do the popcorn with the...
They said, watch out, because don't be insulting to them, because they get a lot of information from them, and they don't want them to riot or have a strike.
Okay. Okay. So
they don't care about the little birds. Like, no, nothing for the little birds. It's just the crows.
Yeah, the sparrows come around sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's not interesting to them.
Yeah.
They said that they're just being hooligans and like they don't have any boundaries. Like they're just if there's something there that they like, they're taking it. It's interesting because they almost think of the sparrows kind of like dogs. I'm like trying to understand it, but I can step into their paws, but it doesn't make any sense to me. But there's a dislike about that. Like, no. But crows, on the other hand, crow birds, on the other hand, are very different.
Okay.
We have a lot of respect for that.
Okay, good. It is 1:45 at my time, so we've been on for about an hour. I have to kind of get going. But this is a good question. Do they acknowledge the person's experiences before they were together, before they became a unit of 3?
You mean you and them? You guys have always been. What the sense to me is that even before you were born or whatever, that you guys, wherever you're from, you're a unit of 3. I mean, together. You're together. You've gone through time and time.
Okay. And
like they just said that nobody would recognize them on the other side because they look very different.
Okay. One last question. So they are sisters, litter mates, same mom, same litter, but one was born one day and one was born the next day. I don't know which, and I'm just curious if they think of one of them as the older sister.
Not at all. No, one's smarter than the other, and Veronica thinks she's smarter than Baby Boo, but Baby Boo doesn't really care because Baby Boo says she has more of the charisma and she knows how to rule, but not rule like I'm going to boss you, as to be a great ruling queen.
Mm-hmm.
Veronica doesn't even have that in her mind.
Okay. Well, I hope that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, and if people are trying to find me, so you don't find the imposters, okay, it's just at Animal Communicator. Okay, and on my link, they can go directly to my website, which is openmind2animals.com. But everything else is like there's imposters, scammers out there, which they have it all over the place. And I don't go if they say, oh yes, I do live, like I'll go to your house. No, I don't go to your house. And you'll either see me like this, or and I don't go and text people. I don't do anything through text. I mean, I'm not very good at it. It takes too long for doing this, and then I would have to text something. It doesn't work for me. So I'm either on the phone or live with like this, or on Zoom.
Yeah. So you guys, if you want to follow Shirley, follow her from this live. Click on her thing in this live so that you're absolutely sure that it's her. If you follow her later, check her following count, because I looked at a lot of her. I mean, she has a lot of followers and her copycats have much fewer. So you put your media literacy to work and look at the accounts and make sure that you are following the right person. Because
like even on Instagram, I'm not really on Instagram, so I think I have like 4 videos up on it. And there's other people that have, like, they've stolen all my videos and they put it up there, and it has maybe a different face to it versus that's on mine. But they're, just look and see what they say. Well, one person says, oh, I do Reiki and I do these other things. And, it's just, they just change all the time. I mean, I wish TikTok wouldn't do that, because I'm not the only influencer that has this difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
But, I just don't like people getting ripped off. But then again, if you need not to believe, well, then please go there, because that's just the truth.
Right. Okay. Oh, shoot. My mom had a question, and I'm going to feel bad if I don't ask my mom's question. But okay, so is she still here? Okay, well, something about something about Gary. Are they aware of that her cats Gary and Phil exist? Are they aware of Gary and Phil?
Yes, they talk all the time.
Okay.
Yes,
So there you go, Mom.
But they more so is that they spy on Gary and Phil because they think that they need to be better cats.
Okay.
That's
so
they're like, we're watching you. And that somehow, because your guys are very stealth, Gary and Phil, because they're normal kitties, don't know when Veronica or Baby Boo are doing it. So they're kind of like looking around like, oh, they're always watching. So they just think it makes them better kitties.
Okay.
Because they think that your mom needs more attention and compassion.
She needs to receive more? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no matter what she does, they don't need to reciprocate that. They just need to give her more compassion and more affection.
Okay. Well, there you have
it. They also are saying that they're a little dirty, like they don't keep themselves very clean. I don't live with them. I don't know, but they're like, it's kind of like your little kitties are like, and they're kind of like a little bit dirty.
Okay.
But they're kind of like, you wouldn't expect a caveman to understand an alien who was in a spaceship.
Right.
So that's like the levels that they're saying. And your kitties aren't trying to be rude. They're just saying, it's just the truth,
Okay.
Okay. Thank you everybody who came, and it was a lot of fun, and I just really am very blessed to have and see so many different animals that people have and how they're interacting with them. I mean, I've been doing it for 66 years, so I used to, when I was young, people would go, oh no, this doesn't happen, and now people are really learning. So I really do believe the animals, and they're telling the truth that they're really going to help save the world. So let's help them.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you. This has been amazing. I think this went great, and I'm so glad everybody had fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Have fun.
I'm going to put this on YouTube, and yay. All right. Well, we'll see everybody. We'll see everybody later.
Bye-bye. Have a great day. Make it great.
Bye.
Bye.